Hip hop, hip hop, hip hop, hip hop, hip hop, hip hop. Smoke weed every day.
Oh yeah. Guest is finally in the building, and it's like it's a family affair here today, yo. It's like
whole gang's in the building.
Yeah. Gang. The whole live gang's in the building. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny because like I was talking to Twy before, and he let me know like a few people have been coming through. So I was like, I'm gonna make sure to do a little extra research. And like,
yes,
our guest who we originally have here, music sick, but then the other people that he put me on to, I was just like, holy fuck, where the fuck have I been? You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I have my ear to the street, but everybody that I heard, I was just like, boom, like my ear and my fucking head was like blowing off my shoulders, dog. You know what I'm saying? So with no further ado, pass around that way. With no further ado, we have Twy 902 in the building. My guest.
We're gonna need to let them introduce themselves because there's a lot of people in the building today.
Okay, let's. So Twy's in the building here now. Let's go around from where am I? My left to my right. All right. So let's start over here.
Grab the mic.
Let's pass that mic around.
Diano, okay.
Jordel Downs, the visionary.
All right.
Yeah, Twy. Don Poppy.
Okay.
Pretty savage.
And it's Jet Lee's.
Okay. So let's get right into it. What does Twy stand for? Like, what was like your and is that your first rap name, like to start with?
Yeah, I just say yeah. You know, I had other rap names, but yeah, Twy is my first one, right?
Okay.
But what it comes from is like a sort of form for a name, Twilight, right? You know what I'm saying? It's a name that someone gave me. You know what I'm saying, like just ran with it. You know, as you get older, you know what I'm saying, the movie came out and shit like that. So it's more mature. You know what I'm saying? Call myself Twy.
Okay.
Yeah, makes sense. Shorten it down a bit.
Yeah, and like with the Twy 902, right? With the 902 being like the Nova Scotia area code, right? Like, when did you come here? And like, when you first touched down here, like, what was the first difference that you noticed when you touched down?
That the thing, I wasn't born down, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just back and forth my whole life.
Okay.
Yeah, so I wasn't born in Toronto either, but I was born up Montreal. But yeah, so it's back and forth, right? So Toronto my home too.
Okay. Yeah. So now that you mentioned Montreal,
that's your connection. There you go, Friday.
Like, did you like spend some time in Montreal before you came to Toronto?
I I was born in Montreal, right?
Okay.
Lived there for a year, baby. This.
Oh, okay.
And then boom, right to Toronto.
Yeah, right to Toronto.
Okay. And like, even like with the city, right? Like, what ends are you representing? Like, what's your main ends? Because I don't really hear you repping ends in the music like that. You know what I'm saying?
I rep Nova Scotia, right?
Okay.
Yeah, so I rep.
So that Scotian vibe. Always rep home. You know what I'm saying? They always, no matter where you Scotian. Yep, Scotian. Yeah. The vibe is positive. It's always, Yeah. Straight.
And yeah, I was watching the interview there. You did an interview there with Apollo for 105.
Yeah.
All right. It says like you wrote your first song at like what? Mad young. I forget the age now.
Like 8 years old.
8 years old.
Yeah.
Like,
wow.
Yeah. Like what did that sound like, man? Like how did that come out, man? Like what didn't?
Yeah, man.
Oh.
The original song was fuck, man. Fuck, kind of embarrassing, man. You know what I'm saying? But my grandma, right? My nanny had us all doing music when we were younger. You know what I'm saying? So we was into that. We was into writing and performing and all that from a young age.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's big.
And like, so you have like a musical family background and stuff like.
Yeah.
So yeah, tell us about that. Like, who else in your family like does music and stuff? Like, you have a musical family background is what I was getting from that interview as well, right?
Yeah, from me, right? It's my uncle, right? My godfather.
Okay.
Right, that's who I look up to. You know what I'm saying, when it comes to this. But yeah, man. Everyone in my family got talent. You know what I'm saying, uncles, aunties, all of that.
Well, yeah, you guys are all cousins, right?
Yeah, these are all my cousins. Yeah. My sister.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's like, I guess it's like a dumb question. Like, what is the family support like? Because like you have your whole family here, so it's like you guys are moving as a movement. Like, you guys feed off of each other even when you guys make music and stuff.
Yeah.
And like the collaborations and thing. Like,
The foundation's strong.
yeah,
That's good.
Strong foundation.
yeah. Okay, I want to get to a couple of other people here that we have here, because I see that I was listening to some of your tracks last night, Diano, right, and also Diano 902, right. So everybody has
Diano.
the 902 in the name as well, right, or like is representing back home, like
Yeah.
It's what I do. Again, it's just to represent down home. It's always to bring it.
pass the mic right there.
It's always to bring it back home. You know, everything's always bring it back down home where where it all originates from.
Yeah, and like, what is it that gives Scotians that Scotian pride, man? Like, everybody who I know from Nova Scotia always makes sure to make people know, yo, I'm Scotian, eh?
Because we just don't give a fuck.
I don't know. It's just like we're heavily slept on. You know what I'm saying? We're heavily slept on, or we're put in the wrong category. You know what I'm saying? So
Where we came from.
Yeah.
We just showed this.
And we're the biggest black community in Canada.
Yep.
So
Facts.
that's how a lot of people don't know.
Facts.
it's true.
Yeah, we're the biggest black community, and people don't know. So,
Facts.
like, we have pride in ourselves, and, like, we want to show people this is where we come from, and, we have talent, and, we're going to do this.
And facts,
Yeah,
facts.
100% black.
And even when you're making your music, like, what's your process? Like, how do you write, or like do you just come off the dome when you drop it?
I write my
Okay.
music, yeah.
Yeah. When did you start making music? Like after that 8-year-old song that you wrote, like
Shit, like I say, I originally was a singer. You know what I'm saying, man, you go through puberty. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Okay.
You lose that. So I started rapping like when I was like 16. Some things happened in life, took a little break, and back at it right since like 2015.
Okay.
Been making music since then.
okay. And like, how did you develop your style, man? Because like you have,
It's laid back.
yeah, man.
Yeah, this is a reflection of me, right? I'm saying this is
Yeah, because you seem
something where I
very
can-
laid back right
Yeah.
now. Just chill. Just doing your thing.
Yeah, I put my life into the music and stuff.
Mhm.
Okay.
What we all went through, what I'm saying, what my people done gone through. So,
Okay. You have something as a style that's called pimp music, right?
yeah.
And we're all talking about Nova Scotia. Why the fuck is there so many pimps in Nova Scotia? I never like what? No, dog. Like 60% of the motherfucking guys that I've met in like, and I'm an old nigga, dog. You know what I'm saying? They try to do the pimping or try to make it like they are pimping. Like, why is that such a popular thing there?
It's just, it runs in the blood. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you either got it or you don't. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it comes very easy. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
So like, how did you
That's
how did you develop the style to pimp music then?
Like I tell you, man, I gotta rap about my life, right? You know what I'm saying? So the things I done went through in life, you know what I'm saying? That's what I gotta put down on the paper.
Okay. All right. I want to ask you a question here, Jordel. All right. What made you start doing music, man?
Like all of us here, we kind of grew up around a lot of music. Had my mom sings, my grandma sang in the church choir.
Mm-hmm.
My older sister sings as well. A lot of singers in the family.
Very musical.
I kind of did the singing as I was younger. I was kind of singing as well, and then I don't know. I've always loved hip hop music, so I just eventually wanted to start rapping.
All right. And okay, a lot of people, like for the people who are watching in the YouTube audience, right? Because we have the audios that drop first, right? So the people who are watching the YouTube audience, they see what you say, right? And they see that you're like a seeing impaired person, right? What does music look like in your mind, bro?
What is music? What does music look like?
Oh.
Like that's like interesting way to put it. But I mean, I don't know. Like I do have a little bit of sight, you know. So, you know, when somebody's walking past me or if they're walking up to me, like I can see that, you know, I can make out colors and things like that.
Okay.
But I mean, you know, I can hear a beat and it might remind me of some, you know, like, I don't know, just a memory, like, you know, some sort of memory or, you know, and it just goes from there, you know. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna pass it around the room. All right. Pretty Savage. I want to ask you a couple questions, and before we do that, I want to give a quick shout out to our sponsors here. That's been helping us out with these extracts here. The
You guys can
spaced out
try them
extract.
if you want.
Yeah,
know.
we got
Edibles.
gummies on the table and shit. 250 milligram THC gummies, courtesy of spaced out extracts.
Yeah, you can go ahead and help yourself if you want.
If people want to get at them, hit them up at spacedout.ca, right? And boom, you eat like 2 of those things, you're good. You're good to go for the day. Trust me.
So don't take. You know, just depend on your potency levels.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
yeah.
So, Pretty Savage.
Yes.
Pass her the mic.
Why did they call you the Attitude Gal?
Speaks for itself. You know what I'm saying? Like, just, it's me.
How do you
Pretty
get-
savage. Like, it speaks for itself. As soon as you see me, you know the name is mine.
Okay. How do you get into the hosting and all that already? I'm going through the Instagram and I'm like, shit, you're hosting parties and shit.
Honestly, they're just coming to me. It's all
Okay.
about building yourself, like, you know? So
Yeah. Build your brand.
if you want me, like, you know, okay, let's work.
Yeah. And like, even with you, what made you start getting into the music? Was like, you got influenced by the family, or you were like, yo, I just
Yeah,
want
to
do
tell
this
you
shit?
the truth, like my brother, he's my inspiration. Like,
Okay.
he goes hard. Like, you know?
Yeah.
Me
Yeah.
seeing him go hard, like, I got it in me too. Like, let's go. Like, you know?
Friendly
Yeah.
competition. A
Yeah.
little friendly competition.
Okay. And all right, let me see. Twy, I have a couple questions now that she brought you up as well, right? You pop up on a lot of tracks. You do a lot of writing, right?
Yeah.
Everyone knows me as like the Drake stan, right? and everybody knows that he has his little ghostwriting things about him. But you're supposed to be a ghostwriter too,
Yeah.
all right? Anybody that can you, because the ghostwriter's technically supposed to be a ghost.
Yeah, you're not supposed to tell who he wrote for. That's defeats the purpose of being a ghostwriter.
Exactly.
So we can't get no exclusives on a track that might come out or something like that. That, you know what I mean?
I can't even do that, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, come on, man.
Okay. Let me re-ask this question in a different way.
All right.
Are we doing local writing or are we talking about industry cats?
Base.
That's all I need. Okay?
Leave it like that.
Yeah. Because that means you have worked in places that people don't even know yet. I like?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll leave the ghostwriting alone. Okay. What about other Scotian artists and stuff like that? Are you guys like fuck with like Jordel and
Yeah,
like
of course. man. That's
Classified
family,
and guys
that's
like
family.
that?
Yeah. Jordan, JIDN, and Classified doing the same.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Yeah,
joint
yeah.
family. Yeah, joint family. Yeah.
Okay. So like
Just
he's
in the
coming in
studio
here.
with him. Hmm?
He's coming in here soon. Do you guys have any collabos or anything?
Yeah, we just. Yeah, you know. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Jordan just remixed my new single "Ride," so him and Twy are gonna be on the remix. So we're gonna, do something for down home. Shout out to the Scotians and
Okay.
put on for the province.
Yeah.
Okay.
And even while you have the mic with you, right? With your style, it's like I hear like, cause you're like an art. What do you classify your style as? Is it R&B or rap?
I'd put myself in more of an R&B hip hop category. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? I'm a versatile artist, right? So I rap, I sing, I do it all. But I put myself more in an R&B kind of category.
Okay.
I hear a little Weekend, right? And I don't know if you've ever heard this before.
I haven't got that, no.
No? But there's something else that like what are some of your influences that, because I hear something else besides that little Weekend that I hear something else, you know what I mean?
That's done.
Honestly, I don't really. I try not to think to other artists to build my sound. One thing with when I got into music was developing my own sound, right? And with Twy building Live Gang and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It was always to be different, to sound different. You know, you can bring something different to the table. When someone asks me what kind of artist, what my sound is, make it sound different. I don't want to sound like everyone else. So even how you say it's hard for me to it's hard for you to pinpoint who I sound like. That's what I want.
That's perfect.
I don't want you to know who I sound like because I want to sound like Diano. That's who I want to sound like.
Exactly. You don't want to sound like none of these other people that you've already heard.
Shout out to Jordel because he's a big influence on my sound, pushing my vocals, pushing my sound to be better and more and step outside my box. You know what I'm saying? So
Nice.
It's always to build independence and be different.
Okay.
And what I want to know, and y'all could pass the mic around. And okay, you know what? Before we even start, and I forget your name here.
Jet Lees.
Jet Lees. What do you bring to the table? What do you do as far as like? Are you an artist? Do you sing, rap?
Yeah, I'm an artist. I sing, rap, dance. I box. I'm a quadruple threat.
That's a
I do
Scotian trait
everything.
right there. I box.
Like, you know.
Oh man, that was so classic right there. Yeah,
So
I
I'm an
rap, I
artist.
sing, I
I rap.
box.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh
So,
boy.
I want to know before you guys got into like making music, who you were listening to, and we're gonna start from you, and we're gonna pass all around. Okay.
So I'm an old school, so I really like Scarface, MC
nice.
Light, Queen Latifah, We'll Take It Back, Billie Holiday.
Hey,
Like,
wow.
you know, I like AC/DC. I'm like, you know, I love hip hop though. Like, yeah.
That's big.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
With me, it was I grew up on a lot of Usher, Jodeci, Jagged Edge, Missy Elliott, because she's one of those artists that was like, she's different, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what I'm saying?
Missy,
So,
Missy's all over the place.
yeah, I got a lot of older sisters too, so it's like, you know, the women was they're always into, you know, obviously the other women artists and stuff like that. But yeah, like a lot of Jodeci, a lot of R&B, a lot of old school, that feel good music. So that was definitely
Okay.
what was in my household a lot. Gospel too, that was one thing that popped up a lot because my older aunts, a lot of them sang in the choir and stuff like that at church. So
Yeah. And Jordel.
Well, I kind of grew up on a lot of the same sort of, you know, like Jodeci, yeah, Usher, you know, all that stuff. But I like all kinds of genres of music though. So, I mean, besides hip hop and R&B, you know, I listen to a little bit of rock, a little bit of metal, a little bit of random pop / dubstep sort of, you know.
Nice.
I can't. I'm one of those people who can't like just two genres of music.
Okay. And Twy.
Hold on, get that mic.
Some
Yeah,
musical influences, like
Yeah,
what you were
you know,
listening to before you started getting into the music.
Michael Jackson.
Ah.
Yeah, man, the king of pop.
King.
You know what I'm saying? And before that was something amazing. This is
Nice.
also, you know what I'm saying? You know, yeah, Michael Jackson, Jackson 5, you know, New Edition, you know, early 2000s too, you know what I'm saying? Nelly, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
yeah, you know, fuck everything that was on fucking 106 in Park. You know what I'm saying? You know, Ja Rule's my guy, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Ja Rule had that smash till 50 came and fucked up
I
his
know,
career.
kid fucked up his whole life.
50 fucked up everything with that. Oh
Yeah,
man.
man. Oh, fuck, man. Scotia boys in the building. Shout out Ja Rule.
For real.
Oh, man.
Okay. And Pretty Savage.
I was listening to Craig David.
Craig Davis.
Like, yo, that was my shit. You know? Like, honestly. I was listening to Spice Girls, friggin' Eminem.
Okay.
Eminem, like,
Eminem's dirty.
yeah, he was the one that, you know, like his raps go hard. You know?
Mr. Marshall Mathers.
Yo, he definitely can spit.
And while you have the mic, what's one of the biggest challenges you see as a female artist?
Honestly, it's a lot of competition. Like Nicki, she paved the way, you know? And it's like you gotta keep up. Straight up. Like, you know? it's competition.
Yeah.
We're going against man. Like,
Yeah.
that's all it is, you know?
Somebody even asked me a question earlier today. Okay. Shout out to actually, I'm not even gonna blow up. You asked me the question because like
All right.
industry insider shit. You know what I'm saying? Bada boom, bada bing.
Okay.
But she asked me, "Who's the top female rapper in Toronto?" And I was actually fucking stumped, right? Because she was looking at a different metrics, right? Like she's looking at amount of followers and like the tunes and all that at the same time. So, with the exception of yourself, because as a rapper, you're always gonna be like, yo, I'm the fucking shit. But who else do you think is like the top female rappers out here?
Honestly, Toronto doesn't have a lot. And it's up for anybody. You know
So it's
what I'm saying?
open.
Like, I don't really
Up for
see
grabs.
anybody doing the most. Like, you know, there's
seen all
nobody
one, two
that's really
females.
catching my eye right now. Like, you know, it's up for grabs.
Yeah.
You know? It's all about what's up in the States right now. Like, that's what's, you know, that's what's catching my eye.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
Toronto still has to, you know, come with that heat. You know? We need the females. Like, you know, shout out to all the females that are trying to do it big. You know? Because we need it. You know? For real.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
It's competition.
Yeah. And Mr. Twy, I have and I want to make sure everybody gets some time on this right here because there's a lot of questions to ask today. I see you doing a lot of like you make music, right?
Yeah.
But what do you have any other plans outside of music?
Yeah, man. We got all kinds of plans, man. Fuck, you know, we got the clothing, the live game clothing. You know what I'm saying? You know, marketing ourselves, branding ourselves, all that. You know, and also you know, what's in the works is a miniseries.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, based on Nova Scotia, right?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Okay.
yeah, we got a miniseries in the work.
All right.
Which part of Scotia you guys like in?
North Preston. That's what we represent. We
North
represent
Preston,
North
okay.
Preston. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
when I done him, I lived out in East Preston, but we represent North Preston.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of history in them places.
A little
Yeah.
family out those ways, you know.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Okay. Live gang. There's like a lot of videos that I see like all have the live gang stamp. Like, tell me
Yeah.
about the movement, man.
The movement, man, live gang, it's a family thing. You know, that's the motto. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that the slogan. That's a slogan. You know what I'm saying? So, fuck, man, you know, we just all bring it all to the table. You know, we don't leave nothing at home. You know what I'm
And is
saying?
it like only family members that's in live gang?
Nah, not only family members. That's how it started.
Okay.
Yeah, but you know, I have an artist, YL. You know, I just dropped the video with him.
Okay.
I say Out My Way. Make sure y'all go check it out.
Yeah, that's the new one I just dropped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know, it ain't just only family,
Okay.
but that's where it started.
What's
It
the
started
next
with the
project?
family.
When's the next project?
I got the album coming. I don't want to say a release date yet. You know what I'm saying, but you know, I'm aiming towards the end of the month. You know what I'm saying, it's called Water into Wine. Yeah.
What make you come up with that title? That's a intriguing title.
I made something out of nothing. I'm saying the way I look at it, right? I came into this world with nothing, right?
Okay.
So you know, so I made something out of nothing, right?
Turn water into
Turn
wine.
water into wine.
Yeah.